All right, guys, so let's talk about a really simple yet effective tool for range estimation. It's a passive tool, low tech, don't need batteries or anything like that. And I really like this thing. I've had it for a few weeks now, been messing around with it. And this is the Range R card by Black Hills Designs. I got this one from defense distributors, but you can get them at multiple locations, multiple websites, and including blackhillsdesigns.net. But go over there and check them out. They got multiple sizes of these things in different variations. I went with this larger one, and this thing is pretty cool. I like it. So you get this 18-inch string that comes with it. You put it in this small hole here at the bottom, and then it's even got the instructions written right here on the thing for you. So you bite the cord, hold cord at full length, align object with bottom line, slide highest point to feel for range. So you're just filling in this little slot with whatever the object is. So this is a times 100 meter scale, as you can see right here. And they have a man, which the average height will be 1.8 meters. Then you have a door, which is 2 meters. And then you have a semi-truck, 3.5 meters in height. And then over here you have an IMF container, which is just a Connex box or shipping container, 2.6 meters in height. Standard or typical ranch fence, 1 meter in height. And then the average SUV, 1.9 meters in height. And as you can see, you have this little gauge on here. And some of them start at 200 meters like the IMF container and the semi-truck. All the other ones start at 100 meters, and then they graduate up to 900 meters. And they even thought enough to go ahead and put a conversion chart right here in the center for meters to yards. So if you were 100 meters, it'd be roughly 109 yards. 200 meters would be roughly 219 yards, and so on and so forth, all the way down to 900 meters, equating to 984 yards. So really well thought out. And then up here you have a slot for a small or miniature chem light. And I have not utilized that. I don't even have any chem lights that size, but that is another thing that they incorporated into this size of the Range R card. It's flexible, clear, and I like it. I can't stress that enough. I think that this is a great tool, easy, and I do keep it as a part of my everyday carry administrative kit. You can stick it in a cargo pocket. I mean, you can break this thing though. I mean, it's not indestructible. In fact, whenever I got my first one, it was already broke up here. I don't know if the post office broke it or whatever, but defense distributors was good to go. They went ahead and just sent me another one. So shout out to those folks over there, and they do good business. But anyway, the Range R card is really cool. And again, they make a couple of smaller ones. One of them's like just half the size. It's just basically one half of one of these. So if you're concerned about wanting a smaller one, then they got options for that as well. But very, very good tool to have, and something you can keep handy with you if you just need to make some quick range estimations and you don't want to necessarily be carrying around a laser range finder and having to deal with those because they're a little bit more bulky and they take batteries. And the other consideration with that too is those do emit a laser signature. So that may be a consideration for you as well, depending on what kind of scenarios you're involved with. But this right here, it doesn't use any of that stuff. It's just very straightforward and very simple. So I wanted to share that with you guys and let you know that I've been experimenting with this thing for a little bit. And one of the things that I've noticed after getting this in my hands and having it with me out and about and stuff in everyday life is that in my area, my part of the country where I live, there's not a lot of flat land per se around here as compared to a lot of other places, being so close to the mountains and stuff. So there's a lot of places where I just can't even have a clear line of sight on much of anything to even use this thing. So, but that's just my experience, but it'll kind of give you some perspective on how far you can and can't really see in any one direction, depending on where you are. Now, there's places I can see for a long way, just like anywhere else, but a lot of places where I'm at with the trees and just the way that the terrain is in my area, there's a lot of places where you just can't see that damn far. But that's just an observation that I made in utilizing this little tool. But I think these are handy, and I think that if you don't have one, you should probably get one. And I don't make any money off of that, but I'm just letting you know. I think it's a great item to have and to have access to. And again, you don't have to worry about batteries or anything like that. So that may be a consideration that you may want to think about as well. But that's what I got. The Range R card by Black Hills Designs. I'll see y'all. I'm out.